This is a 1x1 rope stitch, and what it is a knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one across the whole row, and then when you get to the other side you flip it over and you do the same as you're lining up your purls and your knits, and that's what's creating these really tidy ridge lines on each row. And if you're ever stuck, what I like to do is these little notches on every second stitch are purls, whereas the knit stitches you can see go straight down. The purls have these little bumps, so if you're ever uncertain of what bit you're up to, you can just look for these little notches and you'll know that you're purling into that one and you're knitting into that one. When you're knitting, your yarn is always at the back, whereas when you're purling, your yarn is at the front. For the first stitch, you insert it knitwise, yarn around, through, slide your stitch off, and then you're going to bring your yarn back to the front. You'll move your yarn to the front, insert your needle purlwise, scoop the stitch up and slide it off, and then you'll put your yarn at the back again and proceed to do a knit stitch. Always remember to bring your yarn to the front when you're purling and make sure your yarn is at the back when you're knitting. Repeat this across your whole row, knitting one stitch and purling one stitch, knitting one stitch and purling one stitch. And remember, if you get stuck, look for those notches, or if the stitch goes straight up and down without a little bump. And remember, you're purling into the stitches that have a notch and you're knitting into the stitches that go straight up and down. Whatever you end on, you will do the opposite. So in this case, my last stitch is a purl. So when I turn my work over, my first stitch will be a knit. And if you're uncertain, just look for the notches and you can see that that's on the second one. So my second stitch will be a purl and my first one will be a knit.